Welcome to the first of many podcasts, TVG Luxury Brokerage, most commonly known as Team Vaz Group. We're going to be talking about why Dominican Republic. So if you're a foreigner looking to buy, invest, move, snowbird, looking for an Airbnb in Punta Cana or in Dominican Republic, this is a podcast you want to listen to because we're going to be sharing a lot of information about those topics. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Ladies, you want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Hope. I'm a global investment advisor and salesperson with TVG Brokerage.
My name is Camille. I'm a sales representative with the TVG Brokerage, and I'm so excited to conversate with you girls today.
Hello, my name is Jaden, and I'm also a sales representative with the TVG Brokerage.
I was thinking we can start with some statistics, okay? Why Dominican Republic? So in the month of July 2025, Dominican Republic received 1 million visitors. Those visitors came from United States, Canada, and Europe. And the Ministry of Tourism said this marked 12% increase from July 2024 and a 25% jump from pre-pandemic 2019 levels. Wow. What were the destinations? Punta Cana, La Romana, Puerto Plata. Yes. So why did Dominican Republic have that number of visitors? Security, cleanliness, infrastructural upgrades. Yes. Now, Camille, Jaden, you were just in Dominican Republic, so I'm pretty sure you can speak on that. What did you think when you were there?
It was beautiful over there. We saw so many properties that were new beginners, like new builds and everything. It was very nice to see. Everyone's very nice to you and looking to help. And we just love that the food is also very locally grown. So we felt just so healthy and energized during the day, especially when we were walking around, meeting friends, meeting clients, going to the beach. It was just very nice to feel super energized, and it was always very nice out.
And especially when we stayed in Cap Cana as well, the gated community was not, because usually a gated community is typically a little bit smaller, but Cap Cana was so big and it's hours long. It was a really cool experience to be in, and you felt so safe.
So one of the most common misconceptions, Hope, is safety. People say that, it's not safe being there. So when it comes to safety, did you feel uncomfortable when you were there?
Definitely not. I think that was one of the safest places I felt going to the Caribbean. I've been to like so many Caribbean countries, but it felt so safe while I was in Dominican Republic. So I can attest to the fact that it's pretty safe in Dominican Republic.
And I felt the same way. I mean, I have a 7-year-old. So for me to even be or live or part-time or even open the brokerage there and open the business there, it's not a place I would select if I felt that my daughter would be at risk. So I really appreciated that safety. So the second thing about Dominican Republic that, obviously you ladies were selling there, we're helping people find their dream in Dominican Republic is cost.
Yeah.
Now, we're in a beautiful area in Toronto. I love Toronto. I always love Toronto. Okay. But for a parking spot is about 80,000. Some places, 100. Yeah. In Dominican, you can have a down payment for a villa. You can buy a condo. Right. You can purchase a hotel condo investment that gives you 8% return for the same price. So when it comes to value for money and the economy there, I mean, you ladies are sales representatives for Punta Cana, so you can probably speak on that. So whoever would like to talk about the cost and value, and when we compare it to Toronto and why you chose to join TVG Brokerage and to be part of the helping people find their dream homes. So what do you think?
Well, honestly, I just love personally that it is such a short plane ride to Dominican already. So I find that you can easily just jump on over to a paradise to go to your beautiful hotel condo area where you get to chill by the beach, the pool, have family nearby. And I just think the value really shows because you can't get the weather and just everything that you have in Dominican in Toronto, especially during the 10 months of winter that we have here. So I feel like it's a year-long paradise, and I just love being there. It's an oasis. The quality of life is much, much better.
Just to add to that, so most buyers are not just looking for vacation homes right now. They're looking for smart investment options.
Yes.
And compared to other places like Florida, Bahamas, Dominican Republic is like a very cheap option to go with. So I would definitely advise on going for Dominican Republic.
Probably the cheapest in the Caribbean right now, I think.
Yes.
But I do not see it remaining that way.
For sure.
You know, when we think about what Costa Rica used to be like, and then now look at Punta Cana, right? Yeah. Eventually, as the country continues to invest in its infrastructure, and we're seeing those type of visitors, the prices are going to rise. So if you're a foreigner, you're looking at this, contact us. This is your time to come on board and let us help you find your perfect investment, right?
It's the strongest entry point right now in the Caribbean market.
Yes, it's the cheapest entry point, So, I mean, for 30%, and there is financing also available, and that's something we can talk on another podcast is how do you go about financing it? The banks in Dominican will finance properties, they'll finance investments. So that's something we can touch on and we can go into more detail. Another thing that for those who may have families, I have a daughter, so I will always speak about children and families. School system.
Yes.
The school system. My daughter is going to school in Punta Cana, and so that's something we can get into more detail about. But in terms of the quality of the education she's receiving, it's second to none at the end of the day. She's getting the same great quality, and she's learning another language, which I mean, like you can't beat that, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of benefits, and you know, I think we will touch on a bit. I mean, Hope, if your background in investment and finance, it'll be a great asset for the clients looking to invest. Sure. So you know, one of the hottest investments, as you ladies know, is condotels. Now, some people have never even heard of that name, a condotel, but I mean, you've seen it. We've had clients invest in it, and so have we. And so I hope, what is your take on like a product like that gives 8% return in terms of an investment? Yeah. I mean, what's your thoughts for a client who's looking to invest in something like that?
I think it's a very amazing investment opportunity because most times people tend to compare condotel with the timeshare, and they're entirely two different things. So for condotel, you're basically getting you have a title to what you're actually purchasing. So aside getting like yearly returns, you're also, purchasing something that you own. So it's an amazing investment opportunity right now that we have in DR. So I think people should look into, getting on it. Yeah, for sure.
And I guess because it's not something that is so common, people are afraid. People are afraid of what they don't know. And so, one of the things I think is important is just ask the question, right? Like, we're sitting here, we're sharing the information. Anybody who's interested in saying, condotel, what is this? Ask, get the information. And our job is to provide that information and to help you make an informed decision for your investments at the end of the day. So, either Jaden, Camille, myself, or Hope, either one of us can answer any of those questions in terms of condotel. But I'm pretty sure we can go into more detail and break down those numbers some more as to what those look like. You also have resale. You have villas. You can get from 250, 100, 95,000 to as high as 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, 7 million. Dominican Republic has something for everybody. All depends on what your appetite is, what your budget is. There is something for everyone. So one of the things I really liked was the varied options available in Dominican Republic.
I agree. Just to add to that, for you to diversify your portfolio, especially for investors in North America, Europe, or Asia, and also generate income is a very amazing opportunity. And if you have questions about it, we can always jump on a call and, answer your questions.
Exactly. Camille, Jaden, I mean, we had a great time. We did, and we'll be back there very soon. And we had a great time in Punta Cana. So let's talk about lifestyle. Why young ladies would leave Toronto and want to go to Punta Cana? what is it that really drew you? Now you got to be honest, because we're listening to what really. I really want to hear what really drew you, to Punta Cana. Like, what is it that you saw when you were there that made you make that decision?
Yeah.
She's like, I'll go first.
Well, us personally, when we stayed there, we did stay in a very nice villa, and we did have a personal chauffeur, so that helped a lot, and that was a great experience to have. Nacho was so nice, and also just while we stayed in the villa, the treatment that we received, we had a lady come and make us breakfast. The treatment we got, because I had a knee injury, so the treatment that I received going to the beach and having someone put me in a beach chair from the second we got out the car, rolled me onto the beach. I had never gotten that type of treatment before, and I felt not special, but I felt seen as well with the injury that I had. It was very nice.
And you saw a doctor.
And I saw, yes,
medical is one of the things people.
The second day I got there, the medical attention that I received from the doctor that Alice knew, he gave me IV right away, and I was fine for my entire vacation. Yeah. Also, going to the pharmacies, they're so accessible, and I received medication for $1, $2, whereas in Canada it would be way more expensive. So that was amazing as well.
And me personally, I think that I really valued the slow-paced environment. I think that just the fact that everyone's so easygoing and willing to take their time, even as like a business trip, the hustle is still there, but there's more time and patience and energy that you can preserve while helping others, just because you have that extra downtime and relaxation time, especially that the sun is always out.
Oh yeah.
It's a plus. So it really brightens the mood constantly for everyone around you. So I think just the great vibes that everyone had there just really made the trip 10 times better, in my opinion.
Hope, do you want to share anything?
I think for me, like, aside everything that everyone has said, like, Dominican Republic, the people there are pretty amazing people. Very friendly. And then for me, the beaches.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Like, I could live there like all day long. Yeah. So yeah, that was it for me.
Well, I'm from the Caribbean, so I love the Caribbean. So no matter what island you put me in, it's in my blood. Yeah. But what I found, why I chose Dominican Republic versus even St. Lucia, even my own country, is really one of the things you mentioned before is there's so much to do. It is a huge, huge island with so much to do. You can never get bored. There's, if you want a retreat, you want waterfalls, you want the city life, you want whatever it is, because it's such a big country. And the thing is, while some islands in the Caribbean rely on tourism, Dominican Republic does not rely on tourism as their main source of revenue for the country, which is part of the reason that it makes it such a strong island to invest in. There is the cigars. They do sugar. Yes, tourism makes up, I think, about 39%, but there is so much more. There's exports. Go to the supermarket, even in Toronto. Some of the stuff it tells you it's from Dominican Republic. So they do export a lot as well. So it makes it a very strong economy. Yes, strong economy, strong place to invest. See you next time.
Una style qui bat, 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 bat. Fais poche la bat, 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 bat. Man yo fait mal, malade, mad now, volant, laisse ça qu'on chap, 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 chap. Una style qui bat, 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 bat. Fais poche la bat, 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 bat. Man yo fait mal, malade, mad now, volant, laisse ça qu'on chap, 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 chap. Now you on let Chadi yo, bend your back and you touch your toe.